This is The Simpit. I'm your host, Sean Cole, but the real star of today's show is Raceroom. And we're here with early access to Road America, which is one of the more iconic American racetracks. One of my personal favorites here in America as far as racetracks go. And we're just here to have some fun. To be honest with you, I've been watching the Daytona 24 all day. Been watching other people drive all day long. And I figured it was time for me to get out on the track and have some fun. And with that, I was able to get early access to Road America, and we can kind of check it out. So tonight we're not here to do anything super fancy. I'm not going to be racing against anybody else. It's just me on the track alone, since I'm the only one with the track, or one of very few people with the track. I'm also not going to be worried about setup or any of that. We're just there to check out the track, see what it looks like, see what it feels like, see what it drives like, and get a good idea of some of the newer content coming from Raceroom. And I have this screen up right now, and you're going to see this screen right now throughout the video, because if I change cars, I will have to bring this up so you don't see anything that you're not supposed to, as I used a not normal version of Raceroom tonight. So, I'll apologize in advance. I'm going to bounce around in a few cars, Dan, and I'm totally open to suggestion of the content that's already in Raceroom. And again, when I go to change the cars, I will need to bring this graphic up. So, it might get a little clunky when I'm jumping around from screens at times. So, for example, like right now, if I go to bring up the game, I can put it in the car. Let me restart the session I'm in. And now I can go back to OBS, turn off the screen, and we have a semi-sideways view, so let me try to fix that. I'm going to have to do some adjusting throughout today's stream, too, because if we change cars, it's going to keep changing the view. So what I'm going to do is put this down at the bottom, and that should take care of that. That way we can kind of keep centering the view when we need to based on certain cars. So, awesome. Yeah, I'm jealous because I actually have the race on the laptop behind me, and I'd like to put it right here, but that'd be quite a distraction while I drive. So, anyway, you guys feel free to correct me on sights and sounds, and after we've given each car a little test drive, if you want to see a different type of car, you have a suggestion, you just go ahead and let me know. So I hope you're all having a great weekend. Hope you're out there racing, having fun, and I figured, again, I get pretty jealous. I watch racing on TV, and I start getting pretty jealous, and since I can't go get in a real car today, or at least not a real race car, this is my next best option. So let me make sure I bring this chat back up. Oh, Raceroom does not like that. Oi. I don't like that. How am I going to get the chat up? Gosh, you guys might have to bear with me. And I might have to switch this to windowed mode in order to make the chat work. You know, that's one thing about doing the streaming, is each sim is handled totally differently in OBS. And each sim prefers or doesn't prefer, can't stand being alt-tabbed in and out of. Let me go ahead and do some laps right now. And that way you guys can get a sight, a view of the track. I'll put it on replay and let you check that out while we chat, and we'll go from there and see how things go. And again, I'm just here to have some fun and let you guys, the pit crew, in on my fun tonight. I am in the FRUS, or IndyCar, if you want to really... Where'd my controls go? I had them mapped. That's one thing I did do. Oi! What the heck? I was just driving it just to make sure it all worked. I got nothing. I got wheel but no pedals. This is one area that I actually do have a problem with Raceroom. Oh, it did clear my pedals. Interesting. Very interesting. Bear with me, you guys. I'm very sorry. It's not disconnected. Raceroom, you're so weird on this stuff. There we go. So we are here really to get the visuals. That's what we're here. Road America being added to this game is a great thing to me. It's a really fun track. And I'm going to be crawling for a while as I don't even know this version of the track, and I'm not... That was weird. Have a little shifting problem right now. I'm focusing on the driving. You guys focus on the track. Let him go by till I get the... It's just falling out of gear. It must have a clutch dead zone issue. Bear with me, guys. Sorry. It lost all my controls somehow. Nope. Was that just gearing? I'm tripping. Nope, that's not... Oh, come on. Been a while since I've run Raceroom, and last time I did I was having a controller issue as well. Oh. Love the rumble strip feeling. A lot of infield things going on. Track looks very race weekend-ish. Ah, the Johnsonville-Speedville Bridge, the long right-hander. It seems a little flat comparing it to other versions of Road America. So I recall that being a lot more downhill. The layout as far as the ribbon feels really good, looks really good. This seems about, whoa, come on. About right in terms of elevation change. And then obviously we have the big uphill here for the start-finish line. A lot more up and down right there than I'm accustomed to. Sargento Cheese Bridge. Little up and down there. I see a lot of this in the track, which is cool. It gives it a lot of life. Right here, I'm accustomed to just a little bit more downhillness to this spot. I can see we're going downhill. It's not like it was flat. Gorgeous layout. Nice tree coverage everywhere. Still turning it a lot there. Alright, good time to check out the replay, can we? Or are we too late? Oh, we're gonna have to go right to the race mode. I don't really want to do that. Go ahead and do the replay mode. Let me switch over and make sure I check in with you guys, see how things sound and look. From a higher... Yeah, we'll switch cars, Dan. We're going to switch cars in a moment. Just checking in with your guys' comments while you guys watch the replay. Just so you can get a good sight of the track from the camera angles. Michaela, it might be. Yeah, for instant replay, I think that sounds right for the sim or game. I do like the layout. It's a beautiful track. They did a great job. I mean, it's a great addition to the sim. And it definitely fills a hole in the lineup they need, especially being they do have these cars in particular. You know, this is exactly the combination that you know I see at least once a year on track on TV. And after we see this replay lap, it's actually somebody else. This is one of the AI drivers, but we're getting a good view of what it looks like. After that, I'll switch to a GT car. Hi, Max. Michael says hi. Where are you? You're right here. Come here. Yeah, you know, BRVT, you're right. The off-track looks great. I mean, again, this looks like the full race weekend atmosphere. You got a lot of haulers, you got a lot of tents, you got a lot of people, you know, and booths and things like that going on. It looks very realistic. I'm looking at this camera angle right here as I go into the Briggs Stratton Bridge. And it has a very good TV quality look to it. So when I'm watching this at first glance, other than the overlay on the bottom, I wouldn't even know. Time Runner, I don't have an exact date. I know it's in the next big build that they're working on. But I don't know the date exactly, so I'm not going to try to guess right now. But it is coming. I mean, this is, I'm pretty sure, a final version of the track. It looks pretty finalized. I don't see areas where they would make changes at this point. You know, maybe little changes in grip levels and things like that, but I don't foresee them visually changing it at all. So I'm going to bring up my holding screen as I warned you guys about. And the reason I'm doing this is because I do have some other content on here that we can't talk about today. So let's go ahead and I'm going to quit this race. Let me just make sure I have the right graphic up. I do. And now I'm going to pick a different kind of car. Somebody asked for a GT type car, huh? How about we go with 90s DTM? I believe 90s DTM is proper content. Yeah, I'll get in big trouble if I show you guys content that's not allowed. So I gotta watch my butt here and do it right. Callaway Corvette GT3. We'll do that next, Mikhail. Alright, we got the car ready. And now let's just get you guys in the game with me. There we are. Does that view work alright? I can move the view. That looks pretty good for this car. Alright, let's get in the car and see what this looks like. And again, I'm not worried right now about setup. I'm not worried about my lap times. In fact, you'll notice I didn't even put a second camera on. Tell you what, it's running very smoothly on my system. Great signage around the track, too. Bumps are still pretty roller coaster-ish. Whoa, way too hot. Way too hot. gearbox again. Right at a most inopportune moment. A little off-road action there. I'll complete this lap and we'll switch to replay. Now we'll switch to watching somebody else out on track. I want to see that BMW I was in, though. That'll do. Now I'll check in with you guys, see what you think. Dan, I missed what you said. Let me scroll back up. Yeah, I agree, Dan. That back long right-hander seems really flat. It almost seems a little longer, too. But it's hard to say, you know, and each cars are different, you know, in terms of the way they handle it, so it's hard to say it because of that. No, not yet, Michael. It's coming. It's coming. William, I'm not. Bucho, it's killing me. It's right behind me on my laptop, and I had the volume turned up, but that wasn't necessarily great for the stream. So I am missing the race right now, which is kind of bothering me a little bit. But I'm not going to be on this stream very long. This was just sort of a teaser, just so you guys can see and know it's coming out and get an idea what it looks like. And a little idea on what it feels like. I mean, all in all, it looks great. The only spot that I even question at all, and I don't know from personal experience, is the one that we were talking about, the long right-hander. It just seems like I'm accustomed to a little more drop-off in elevation. I like the trees, too. There's a nice... I mean, this isn't just for this track, but I like that there's a variety of foliage, so it doesn't look like it's just sort of cut and pasted. You know, there's a certain naturalness to the trees and where they are, what variety of trees and their placement and all of that. Oh, it's on my cable. Unless it just ended. It might have just ended. Nope, it's still... Oh, no, it switched to UFC. I can't remember in what channel. For us, they're bouncing it around on 3 different Fox channels. Alright, let's try one more car, and then we'll bring this stream to an end, since we're just kind of doing some testing and showing it off. Nate, sure, there absolutely is. I mean, it looks pretty complete as far as... the layout. I don't know how hard or easy it is to change something like elevation in one spot. Whoop. I don't want to exit. And not have it affect other things. So I don't know. I just want to make sure I have the right thing up because I can't show you. We had 2 different requests. I know Travis wanted group 5. Made it a little tricky to find the cars here, and Bear with me. I'm looking for a car. Also, I have to be very careful not to get a car that I'm not supposed to show. Alright, I know this. I'll do the Zack Speed Capri. That's a beast of a car. You want a Group 5? And then someone else had requested the Corvette. So let's try this real quick. This should be a pretty nasty combination. So again, I think this will be a great, you know, a lot of people sim race in America. Again, Road America is one of those super iconic tracks. And, you know, it's one of those ones that is important enough that people are going to see that as a hole or a void in a sim should it be missing. I can say that about Road America. It's a great racetrack. It just is. Alright, let me get myself back in the car. Here we are. Let's check our view for you guys. I'm in the Ford Capri. Yes, Group 5. Well, I was kind of thinking of going with cars that were somewhat inspired by Daytona. You know, being that that's on in the background, or was at the time. Snorting beast here. This is the car that when you wonder how and why Raceroom won in sounds on our pizza poll. Listen to this. This is as good as it gets audio. Whoa! Way too hot, way too hot, way too hot. Actually, let's just take a moment to look right here. Oh, I didn't mean to get rear-ended. I just want to take a moment to look around. Oh. I'm actually going to slow it down just a little bit for a moment. And then I'm going to get a different car that's not hurt. So here comes that kink. Oh, I feel like I really should be heel-toe shifting right now. This is bitchin'. Great suggestion. Whoa! Sorry. Very awesome. Very awesome. Sorry. Trying to pick the car I want to watch. Fab car. Not the Nissan. Mine's the coolest car on the grid. Watch the Warsteiner Beamer. Alright, I can check in with you guys while this is going. It'll play while I'm here or not. Hey, Gas 300. You're very welcome, Mikey. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I just was, as I said earlier in the stream, you know, I was watching I was getting the digital drive, and I knew I had this on my computer, but I hadn't fired it up yet. And I thought, alright, let's do this. I want to have some fun. I want to get out. You see the Nissan? I know I cranked it up a little too much. I'm sorry, you guys. I was getting ahead of myself there. Alright, let's do one more session real quick. Let's get something that we would find at Daytona. Oh, I almost didn't bring up the graphic. Get myself in trouble. And you guys can't even tell me because once I go in the game, I'm blind from you. Can you hear me now? Everything should be fine now. I just cranked up the racing audio for that moment. Alright. Oh, see, I'm so paranoid. I'm going to make sure I have it all right. Yep, I have the right graphic up. Sorry about that, you guys. I'm going to get out of here and try to find something. Maybe even one of the prototypes of the Corvette, whichever I find first. Alright. Found the prototypes first. Sorry. No Corvette. Alright, this will be our final one. We're going to run it in the Audi. Not that it's actually at Daytona, but it's Daytona-esque. I'm dripping coffee on myself. I'm being a slob on my stream. I didn't get my headphones, did I? No. Okay, good. That would have been my main concern. Alright, looks like this is ready to go. Let me get it in the car, and then I can come over to you guys. Actually, I think for this car, I have to move the view a little bit. I agree. That is my music. That's my opera. Alright, yeah, let's move this over so we can see more. Actually, bear with me. Okay, how's that? That looks pretty decent. Well, this is really a boring car. We'll make this one short just to go back to a replay camera again. Good bump effect out there on the outer curbing. Let's test the curbing effects all over the place, actually. Wrong car to do that in that I can barely see them. Good vibration there on the inside. Some bumpiness there on the outside. Ooh. Okay, we're going to go to replay on me this time. Thank you, Michael. Or Mikhail. Actually, that was Mikhail's pickup. I'm actually on my Fanatic right now. Yes, I think Road America is really beautiful on here. It drives very nice. I don't know because I've never been and driven Road America, but it seems like the long right-hander is a little flat. Other than that, it seems pretty dead on to what I know. There's a little bit more waviness down the front stretch and down the back stretch than I'm accustomed to. But that might be, I mean, and it's like, it's really hard to say what's 100% right or what year in certain cases of certain tracks, and I can't claim to be a certain Road America aficionado, so it's kind of hard for me to you know, say definitively that it's right or wrong. BRVT, I do not know. I do not know if they do. And right now I have to go to their website. Where is it? I had it pulled up. Shoot. No and no. Thank you, Michael. Alright, Michael, are you the one who wanted the Corvette? Who wanted the Corvette? Which Corvette you want? And we'll call that the last one. Sad face. Aww. I'm with you. Group C. Gotta love Group C. Oh, I think Raceroom is really cool in a lot of ways. There's a lot of really good aspects to Raceroom. You know, you are buying content individually, so you can pick and choose where you spend your money. Oh, it's Mikhail. Okay. Mikhail, not Michael. You know, iconic things it uses driver are all there. You know, in terms of the layout of the track. It's a really nice representation. The replays are blowing me away, too, I have to say. The Callaway. Alright, let me try to find the Callaway. Oh, back in the car. Whoops. And let me make sure I have the right card up. I do. Oh. Ooh, the Cadillac. 99.9% sure this is legal content. I know, I really don't want to make a mistake on that. I'm assuming the GT2 Corvette is proper. Bear with me. Sorry, you guys. I'm just not gonna make a mistake here if I haven't already. Yeah, Barry, that's a really good point. When we talk about that Sim Pizza poll, you know, I think of that as a big part of fun factor. So yeah, the GTR2 Corvettes. Okay, that's a fine car. That's what I'm going to run right now. But yeah, to me, being able to watch a quality replay in high fidelity with great sounds, great visuals, that's a big part of my love of sim racing at times. And a super important factor. Alright, once I get it in the car, I'll bring you guys back in, we'll adjust our visual, and we'll do our final drive of Raceroom, Road America. Put that more like that. And Oh, I think we're all watching the 24 in the background. I have it on behind me, or I did. And it's on an intermission right now, I believe, between channels. And I'm going to try to find it again as soon as I stop this stream. So, alright. Let's take one more look before we call it a night. Now, the distance seems right, and the angle, it just seems to lack a little elevation compared to other Sims. Oh, cut. Alright, now we'll do a replay of this just to see the Corvette at Road America. Nope, all the cars felt pretty good right out of the box. Like that Corvette, that's fun. Channel my inner Sabine. So what do you guys think? What are your opinions? Any thoughts on Road America from your perspective? I think it looks great. You know, the car drives as though that's a downhill corner, that long right-hander. You can see it more in the replay than from in the cockpit. So I think we might have just been a little deceived by the length that it's running off that altitude distance. Like it was just happening beyond what we could see in the corner as well. There you go. Okay, here's the secret link, you guys. You can all have it right now. Gas, yes, that's a stock car, if I'm not mistaken, though. And there we have a lap. Yes, gas, I'll try to get more information on the SRS streams, though, for everything that you need. And I've been meaning to and kicking myself for not having done my 5 top apps for Assetto Corsa video as well. Thank you, Criffer. Criffer. Yeah, Criffer. Yeah, I think this is a great addition to Raceroom. So congratulations to them. This is a big track. It's an important track. If I were going to list a bunch of my favorite tracks, this one would definitely make the list. And it should be a pretty good addition to the racing going on at Raceroom, which, it's great to see right now because all the big sims are really on the move. Yeah, I agree, BRVT. The elevation looked better in the replay. Here we go. Oh no, this is the right, then the left, then the big right-hander. Be great to have you out there, Gas 300. We have a lot of fun. We're 2 weeks away. 2 more weeks left in this season, and then we'll be moving on. Yes, I believe they are doing Raceroom coming up in SRS as well, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be fun to race this track there, though. That's the great thing about it. It's a good track, even if the elevation's just a tad off, which, again, I don't know. I've not driven the track myself. But I think it could be a great addition to the whole thing and make for some great racing. It's a great racetrack, that's for sure. Yeah, me too, Travis. It's a good one. Alright, so there you have it. That's going to pretty much do it for today's show. This was more of a tease than anything else because, again, I didn't want to, I can't get down to racing and doing all that kind of stuff. I'm all alone here. I'm just out there with the AI, but it was a good way for us to get a look at that car and how various different cars looked and felt on that track. And I did like that there was a lot of added things, like the curbing had good texture to it. You really felt that in the wheel. I like the fact that there was a lot of life to the track. It didn't look like a static ribbon. When I say ribbon, I'm just talking the line they draw to make around the track. It had some camber change. It had some ups and downs. It definitely had some things that didn't make it look like tracks of 10 years ago. It looked like a track of today, that's for sure. Thank you, BRVT. I appreciate you saying so. And I love doing it, so I'm glad you guys enjoy the content we're putting out. And, we really try to add a lot of diversity to the channel right now. So, like right now, I'm working on the review of the pedals, working on the review of the headphones, and I've been saying that for over a week now. But in addition to that, doing the streams of racing, doing the pit stop news show, doing things like this, and giving you sneak peeks and things like that. So we're going to try to keep a lot of different angles coming at you, and so it's not always the same thing. And I have a couple of good interviews that I'm lining up right now as well. So again, lots of great things coming from the Sim Pit. I'm very excited about where we're at, what we're doing, working with you guys, and having such a great community. And it's feeling like more of a core group. Like all the years of doing this, I really didn't know who the people who watched the show were. I did the show, I got, you know, comments and things, but now with the actual interaction, it's taking that to the whole new level where we're really building our own community. And as we continue to grow it, I think we're going to find that we can actually have a positive effect on the overall industry, sim racing as a whole. So that's one of my goals when I talk about the Sim Pit and what I want out of it. You know, it's been one of my dreams to get to where we are right now, and in 10 years of doing this, I've never had it as good as I have it today, with just this real honest, good feeling back and forth, working with you guys. It's not just about me, it's about you guys. It's about, you know, making sure that we're providing exactly what you guys want to make sim racing better, make you have more fun, and enjoy this great hobby, and hopefully spread the word so that we get more people into it. So thank you very, very much. Thank you, Barry. I appreciate that, and that's my belief as well. If you work hard, you love what you're doing, and it's, you know, something that is relevant, then it will pay off, and I think we're on the right path, and I'm very, very excited about it. So anyway, that is going to do it for today's show. I hope you're excited about Raceroom getting Road America. You know, tracks is a really big deal. There are a lot of cars to drive, and, you know, they can build cars forever. There is a limited amount of tracks, and the more we have in our sims, the better the sims are. That is for sure. So congratulations to Raceroom. Don't have an exact date on when it'll be coming out, but it will be coming out with the next big build, or, you know, a big update to Raceroom. So it's going to go hand in hand, and that should be very cool for all of us. Hope you enjoy the rest of the weekend. Hope you watch the rest of the Daytona 24. That's what I'm going to be doing all night. I'm watching the Daytona 24 and filming these pedals. That's my big goal over the next 12 hours at least. So I hope you enjoyed the stream. This is the Sim Pit. I'm Shaun Cole, and I'll see you on the track.